6 tips for tournament newbies. Tournaments with small buy-ins attract many participants that create a good prize pool, and that is an excellent opportunity to earn big money in a cheap tournament. We will share simple but valid tips that will help you win in MTT. Try following them and you will get sustainable and solid results in cheap tournaments, place among the tops and get into finals more often. Tip number 1. Play tight aggressively during initial stages. There is no point risking by playing margin cards when you have dozens of big blinds in your stack. In cheap tournaments, players hardly ever watch their opponents. That is why your raises with strong hands will not impress anyone. Tip number 2. Switch to push-fold with a small stack. If your stack becomes small compared to the current level of blinds, 15 big blinds with an ante and 10 big blinds without ante, you should switch to push-fold. It means that until you win some chips, you have only 2 options, all-in or fold. Choose the hands that have higher win odds if you bet. This could be pocket pairs or hands with an ace. The later your position is, the more hands you can consider and evaluate before going all-in. Tip number 3. Switch tactics as you progress in the tournament. If you go far in the tournament and manage to accumulate and keep a large stack, then you can start playing looser but still keep your aggressive stance. Playing the best 10% of the hands may not be as profitable. The time is now that you start fighting your opponents, stealing the blinds and try beating your opponents on a post-flop if they call. Tip number 4. Watch your opponents carefully. Although many weak players have very small chance to advance far in the tournament, but some can get lucky. It means that you need to spot the weakest opponents and try win their chips first. They will lose them easily, making a lot of mistakes. Tip number 5. Stay particularly focused at the final table. The final is the most intriguing stage, if you manage to get there. Everything depends on the situation at the table and the payment structure. If you have a handful of chips, but there is an opponent with a shorter stack, then do not take extra risk playing margin hands. Wait until this opponent is eliminated and you will increase your guaranteed prize. If you have the shortest stack, then seek the opportunities to double. Late pushes, re-stealing loose opponents' raises are perfect tactics for that. If you have a cheap leader stack, you can press mid-stack players who wait until the shorties are eliminated. Tip number 6. Do not expect to win every tournament. Cheap MTTs attract a lot of players, and you will need a lot of luck to win. You can wait for weeks until the gods of poker will be smiling upon you during the whole tournament. But if you win, you will instantly add around 200 or more buy-ins to your bankroll. Be patient and wait for your personal lucky strike. Our extra tip number 7 concerns not only tournament adepts. It will be useful for any game type. Self-development and improving your skills are the keys to your victories. Books, training, various educational videos, all these withstood the test of time and are essential for solid and profitable poker playing. No matter how obvious it sounds, many people neglect it nevertheless and are disappointed with their game. We can recommend changing it by signing up for tournament training at Poker Academy. You can take up the free Iron MTT training course by clicking the link in the description. It consists of theoretical and practical lessons, 4 of each type, and 3 individual sessions with a professional coach. Also, you will get a poker statistics software Holder Manager 2 for free, saving $160, and a bonus to your poker account. That's right, you don't have to pay anything. And if you follow the tips from our video, use a solid and working game strategy and heed the advice of our coaches, you will start winning much more often. This video, called 6 Tips for Tournament Newbies, was presented by Poker Academy. Subscribe for our channel, click the like button, sign up for training and win with us.